Welcome back, viewers, again to my music room. Dark in here tonight. Of course, it's my day off. Have myself a beer. Some actually pretty good beer. Don't have a Corona today. Those are extra. But anyway, let's unbox this thing. I will be doing this one-handed with a steak knife. Not the right way to do it, but let's just make it happen. It looks like it's been retaped, which is a little suspicious. Anyway, this is the Electrolux Ultraflex. I just want to make sure this is the full, EL4335 type B. All right, these unboxing videos never really, I never really understood them, but I kind of want to be able to get my first impressions of this compared to the Dyson that I got rid of. Okay, first piece, obviously, that wants to come out is the hose. It's got a brush roll button on it. That's a pretty positive click on off. This is some kind of a plastic with what feels like a rubberized, I guess it's just an injection molded plastic of some type. The interesting thing is it does have a seal here. Like I said, pretty positive click, and this isn't just this is an actual on-off style. And the hose is really heavy duty. Compared to the Dyson's definitely a thinner hose. This, I don't know about this yet. But this part, this is definitely pretty heavy duty. And now it's broken. No, it's really not, but we got a couple pins here, another seal. You know what, that doesn't seem too bad. I'm gonna look for some markings on it when I go over the next video. Oh, it does swivel in there, no problem. And here, I'm going to find some markings on this to see if I can find out what type of plastic this is. Feels pretty solid though. So obviously is next here. Wow, okay, that's metal, all metal, adjustable height. That again feels like a pretty good quality piece. The ends are plastic. They don't feel very good quality. They feel pretty thin plastic. Doesn't mean they're not good, but you know, comparing this piece to the Dyson, I don't know, like the clicky end doesn't feel too great, and the Dyson was some kind of a reinforced plastic. This is metal. They're probably both about the same, I would imagine, strength. Plastic might have even been stronger, who knows, on the Dyson, that is. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up breaking something doing this one-handed, but it'll be worth it if it's a good video. Jeez. Oh, there's a face. Yeah, this is to suck up your hair because it's terrible. Okay, I'll open this and go over this shortly, but for now I'm just gonna put these aside over here. Just make sure there's nothing left in there. It's like Christmas. Oh, that's the floor brush. This is interesting. I can already see this was not pictured anywhere. but it said it came with it, so. Ugh. It has this nice soft area here. It doesn't have the hard bristles like the Dyson. I'll tell you though, this is not the build quality, in my opinion, to the Dyson. This is a cheese ball. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like it's really going to come down to the performance. But this is really light, really, really light. Those are hard plastic wheel. It does have a nice brush, but this is all hard plastic. It would have been nice to have maybe something a little nicer than that to not scratch, like say a hardwood floor or whatnot. But this is also can do, if I can get it out of this bag one-handed, this can also do solid floors apparently. So we'll get to that. Books. And the unit itself. I think that's it. Oh, no. And we've got a 3-in-1 crevice brush tool. Oh, I see how that works. So it clips to the wand. It's kind of cheesy. It just spreads out. That's okay. But the crevice tool is not very big. You probably want a better one if you were, you know, going to be vacuuming your car or something, you know, get like a little bit longer. You could tell compared to my huge hands, it's not very big. Okay, since we looked at the tools already, we'll look at this. This thing looks pretty decent. You gotta check brush roll. I guess these are the height adjustments here. Then it has the clean button, which sounds like it's like chopping something. I don't know if there's a blade in there. We're gonna get back to that. We're gonna open that up and see. The quality feels okay. It's all plastic with like a rubberized wheel. You get a handle release, then your height adjustment there. It seems all right. See, it's got some LED lights there in the front for illumination. And then the bar with some rubber rollers on the bottom. This is definitely a better built tool than this. That's pretty basic. I'm not gonna say this is bad yet until we try it, but that, you know, longevity wise, I don't know. And then, well, this is exactly how it came, fully assembled. It's not a very thick or soft power cord, but the prongs feel pretty sturdy, so they shouldn't bend too easily. It retracts. You got a filter obviously here of some kind. On-off switch, your speed control, or power control, I guess, for suction. Those are the hose plugs in. We got some marketing wank here. Lightweight, motion something something. Self-cleaning brush roll. Yeah. And this unit is equipped with soft connect technology, short delay. So, you know, obviously it's probably a triac controlled motor or something in here. I would imagine, you know, some kind of DC motor or something. Because it has a speed control, so that's probably all, I would imagine, triac controlled. I'm not gonna fully open this up, but I do wanna find out what's going on with this brush clean, so I'm gonna open that. Well, I guess it's just a matter of plugging it together and putting it together and testing it to get on with the review. This thing's quiet. Like, the dogs don't care. They were just sitting here hanging out. They don't mind. Super awesome. Here's the scary thing is this room was just vacuumed with the Dyson. And look at that. That was just clean. That was just emptied. All right, so I've used this enough to give now a first impression. Let's start with this tool. Compared to the Dyson, watch my other video on the Dyson DC37 / DC39, you know, same crap basically. When I unboxed it, I said it felt cheaper. It's definitely pretty lightweight. It does work better for me with the dog hair than the Dyson unit because it doesn't all collect on here like crazy. And if you listen though, oh yeah, if you're not careful with that, you could probably scratch up some delicate floors with it because they are hard plastic wheels. That being said, it works great. It actually has, the unit has really good suction. Probably the same as the Dyson, you know, without measuring it, I would say same. And the Dyson was good. I never had a problem with that. But if you watch my other video on the Dyson DC37, you'll see that the hole here for sucking stuff up was bigger than a dime, smaller than a quarter. Yeah, bigger than a dime. Oh, bigger than a quarter. Yeah, here we go. This is where this gets, in my opinion, where we're gonna give points to this unit is this thing has a pretty big hole, probably about as big as a Canadian loony $1 coin. It's not a lot smaller than the hole here. Still a little bit, so you shouldn't have a clog here, which is good. But this thing will actually pick up. I went over a couple things that the Dyson would have just left behind because the holes are so small in their hard floor tool. This thing just right in there, didn't care. You can see inside it now there's a little bit of dust. This is just after vacuuming the mattress protector. Unfortunately, we sucked up a dryer sheet, but that's gross. Like, it worked really well for that. This 3-in-1 tool is okay. I'm pretty okay with it. It definitely did the sofa quicker than the Dyson did because it's larger size. And here is where the magic happens. Because you could dial the suction back, you're not fighting the crazy amount of suction that the Dyson has, which again is really good with that small tool, and it's basically lifting the sofa. This thing with the dog hair, I turned it down to like almost all the way down. It still picked up all the dog hair and dust and everything, did a great job with a wider tool, but you weren't fighting the suction, so it went really, really quick. It was way less of a chore. So this feature, awesome, top notch, love it. You know, what I don't love though, just to kind of recap all that, is some of the plastic bits don't feel quite as skookum as the Dyson. We will see how it holds out longevity wise, but you know, don't know about that. Now getting down to the, you know, cord length is good, the reach is good, but getting down to this compared to the turbine power head on the, or turbine carpet head on the Dyson, this blows it out of the water. After vacuuming, I don't know, 10 square feet, almost directly followed after the Dyson, this thing was damn near full on the carpet. This blows it away. There's no comparison. And the area rugs here, these little mats, the Dyson wouldn't even pick hair off them. This thing took it almost totally clean. Way better if you have carpet. So again, that's compared to the turbine head though on the Dyson, which you'll see in my other video. Plus this will easily suck up a loony as well. This thing picked some big pieces off the carpet I didn't bother bending over to pick up, and I was just surprised it took it, no problem. This thing works good. The height adjustment works good. There's 4 settings. It's pretty easy. We're going to take a look at this brush roll cleaning here in a minute. Another thing I noticed too is there was a lot of static generated with the Dyson. I'm not sure why the difference was, but when I would do the carpets, it seemed like it would never suck all the dog hair out of my carpets. The Dyson, that is. What it would do is it would take all the dog hair and static cling it halfway up this, and this guy doesn't do that. So that's also great. So for carpets, this is a win. No comparison. You know, Dyson being 1, this being a 10, as I only have 2 to compare it to, this blows it away. So that's good. The hose is good quality. Everything here feels nice. It's pretty light. It's incredibly quiet. Very satisfied overall. Other than some of the hard plastic bits feel like, you know, they may break, but they all seem replaceable. So, you know, kind of take that with a grain of salt. Like this thing, the bin in the Dyson feels a little more heavy duty than this. This is pretty lightweight. It's also very small if you look at it. When it's on the machine, it looks like it might be pretty big, but when you take it off, there's not a heck of a lot of room there. And then that latch on the bottom to open it also feels pretty lightweight and breakable. So keep that in mind. Now there's 3 filters in here. There's one behind this door that's before the motor, like washable filter. So you can see I got a little bit on there, but that's nowhere near needing washing yet. And that's whatever gets missed by the cyclonic action thingy here, which here's another one of the filters, is this cone here, which is washable, and it's like a metal or fiber, actually, some kind of plastic fiber cone. So that's washable. And then on the machine's ass is, I won't open it, but it's the HEPA, so it's the after the motor. So it's whatever's too light for this, makes it through here and makes it through here. So the really small particles go through the HEPA, and there's a few available for this one. It looks to be there's a standard HEPA filter, which I'm not sure which one's in it. There's a washable HEPA filter, which I would imagine doesn't filter down as good as this one, but I could be wrong. And then there's an anti-odor pet HEPA filter, which is always really good if you have a vacuum that you turn on and it just smells like the dog. We have a long life belt on here. The wand is a accessory for some reason, and the 3-in-1. So they give you a few parts on this one sheet. Overall, the feel's great. The suction is awesome. I'm gonna say I'm going to recommend this so far. I will follow up further if required. And so if you're watching this video a year after I make it and I've run into some kind of weird problems, I will definitely post a follow-up and you'll see it on there. The one thing I will say is proceed with caution though if you're looking at buying this. If you're someone who's really hard on your stuff or rough, I would maybe look for something a little beefier. The vacuum itself seems pretty good, not bad. The canister, this thing, okay. This, yeah. This, you know, kind of cheeseball. Definitely got a lot of breaky plastic. I'd have to say the Dyson is a little bit more solidly built. But that being said, the Dyson's a little more money, right? So we'd expect that. This performance-wise, though, in my opinion, has the edge for a little more savings. So, you know, you can kind of take that how you want. Now let's open this thing up and see how this brush roll cleaner works. It says to use it once a week, and you run it on a hard surface, you press this. These lights like turn off and some come on in here, I guess, so you can see the brush. It's really strange. I just kind of want to see what's going on in there. Okay, so this all comes apart really, really easily. You just twist all these to the unlocked position, take this off, brush pulls right out, got a little bit of hair on it. And then we see the meat and potatoes of this thing. This will spin obviously off that long life belt. This side's just a pocket, so it idles in here. There must be a bearing on this side of the wheel. So this is the part you'd replace if it wore out. That would take all of 10 seconds to replace. So that's good. We look in here and you have, the nice thing is this height adjustment is all metal. It's some kind of just a pop metal, but it's definitely a metal adjustment, which is good. We can see here this power head is a made in China. Okay, and the model's an EL4335B. But the interesting part is the self-cleaning thing is just like a little metal blade that just comes up And then obviously as this is spinning, it'll just kind of chop on this. So I guess one thing to consider when using this is it is going to definitely put some extra wear on these brushes. It can't not, but it's pretty simple. So it's also ran on like some kind of a pot metal arm, and then this looks like some kind of a steel, maybe stainless, I'm not too sure, but pretty straightforward. So that's how that thing works. Now, to put it back together, yeah, one-handed, left-handed. That's a win. Super easy. Pretty plasticky down in here too, but what we'd expect from the way things are built now. But I'm gonna say this is a good buy. It definitely outperforms Dyson's in the price range. So there you have it. Electrolux Ultraflex review and unbox.